Gonna wait a few seconds for the screen to catch up, and why is there no... There. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in. It should be exactly where we left off last time with the tiger and dragon little sign coming up. Yep, there it is. Chapter 2, Tiger and Dragon. This looks familiar. Ah, is that Haruka?
もうマメちゃんと言うこと聞かないとダメだよ。ちょっとマメどうしたの？いつもはおとなしいのに。マメ
Oh, what luck! The dude happens to wash up on the shore of where he needs to go.
マメってば。
What year was this? How old is our Haruka now? Like 13, 14 maybe? Because I think she was, what, 12? In 3? Please wake up, mister. Oh, he's opening his eyes. I'm so glad you're okay. Where am I? This is the Morning Glory Orphanage. We have lots of kids, but this is the first time we've taken in an adult. An orphanage. So glad you're okay, mister. I was worried you were dead when I found you down on the beach. Beach? What beach? Right. You must have washed up here. Are you sure you're okay, mister? Think so. My Uncle Kai should be back any minute now. He thought you might have been shipwrecked, so he's checking in with the police. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. The cops?
起こしてごめんね。ゆっくり休んでて。じゃあ私はおじさんに連絡してくるね。
ちょっと。
Well, that's not a good look.
おじさん。
Cause is about to come and kick his ass.
What happened, Haruka?
おじさん、おかえり。
ああ、もう大丈夫なのか。
大丈夫みたいだよ。
He's fidgety.
あ、そうだ。私ちょっと町のスーパーまで行ってくるね。晩ご飯の用意しなくちゃ。
ん？あ、ああ。
それじゃあ行ってくるね。
Glad to see you're up. How are you feeling? Fine enough. Sorry for all the trouble. Don't worry about it. The kids are out for a few days on a field trip, so I have plenty of time on my hands. Huh? I guess luck isn't always going against me. No, I had to ask. What happened to you? I, you remember being passed out on the beach this morning? Arka found you while she was still out walking our dog. Arka? The girl who's been watching over you. Oh, so that's her name. Yeah, guess that means you still have your memory. Mm-hmm. And tell me, how'd you end up washing up on our beach? Is there a reason you don't want to tell me? Nah, it ain't that. It's just, can you at least tell me your, can you at least tell me your name? Can't even do that. Nah, I owe it to you for all the help. But don't folks usually introduce themselves before they go asking the guy to do the same? Fair point. Okay. Not trying to ruffle any feathers. Okay. My name is Kiryu. Kazuma Kiryu. Hold up. That's the guy Hamazaki was talking about. Something wrong? Oh. Nah. It's nothing. Alright, I gave you my name. Your turn now. It's Suzuki. Yeah. Suzuki's son, huh? Common name, though not really around here. I take it you're from the mainland. I'll take that as a yes. Anyway, what are you going to do now? You didn't have a wallet or anything on you when you washed up. Oh. You won't be able to go to the doctor or check in with the police without your ID. I can help you get in touch with your family if you need a hand, though. Suzuki-san? I can't help you if you don't tell me what you need. Let me ask you something. Is your name really Kiryu? That's me. Well, ain't life mysterious? Who would have thought I'd end up floating right to your damn doorstep? I don't think I understand. Kiryu-san, you gotta help me. So let me get this straight. Someone on the boat you were working with mentioned me and told you to look for me if you ever needed help. But then your ship sank and the rest of the crew drowned, but you narrowly managed to swim to shore. Yep. Interesting. Listen, Kiryu-san, I know it's weird, but you gotta help me. I need to get back to Kamurocho no matter what. I'm not asking for 100 grand or nothing. Just enough to get me up to Tokyo. And don't worry, I'll pay you back. Just as soon as I take care of old business and scrape some cash together. I swear. But please loan me the money. Suzuki-san. What's up? How long were you in for? Huh? How many years did you spend in prison? What are you talking about? Listen, I know you weren't out on a boat. I went into town while you were asleep and asked the Coast Guard if there were any accidents last night. Turns out, last night was one of the calmest they've had in months. Not a cloud in sight. And definitely not a shipwreck weather. Besides, what do you think it costs to get to Tokyo from Okinawa nowadays? I don't know. Can't cost more than what, 30 grand? That won't get you anything beyond the plane ticket. What about transportation to the airport, or once you get up to Tokyo? You know how much a taxi ride will cost? Well, you don't need to pretend. I know you don't know. You've been locked up for years, haven't you? How'd you figure it out? It wasn't a tough conclusion to reach. I mean, look at you. So what? You thought something was off and went and pieced it all together? It was because of Haruka. Haruka? Oh. You mean what happened this afternoon? Yeah. You, yeah, I saw that, huh? Those were the eyes of someone who hasn't seen a woman in a long time. Hasn't been part of everyday society. I know the feeling. The hopelessness you sink into behind bars. How difficult it can be to readjust once you're out. I was in for a long stretch myself. Oh yeah? I spent a decade alone in a dark cell. Honestly, I'm lucky it wasn't longer. Lucky at 10 years. Must have been for murder. I'm guessing your sentence was longer. Or should I say, is longer. Well, I won't tell you what to do. Here's some advice. You should turn yourself into the police before they catch you themselves. But they might go easy on you if you go in peace before media catches wind of your story. So what do you think? That's what you want to do? Be glad to lend a hand. Let me go see what's wrong with my dog. Okay, back. What's so funny? Don't you get it? There ain't no going back for me. They'd execute me on sight. So you're on death row. You call 10 years hard time? Talk to me when you're done 25. All that matters to me now is getting back to Kamurocho. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure it happens. This ain't about getting a fresh start. Never has been. All I'm hoping to do is find the truth. And that, and make those bastards pay for the pain I've been dealing with for those 25 years. Don't you get it? I've gotta avenge my boss, even if it kills me. Revenge, huh? Kiryu-san, I'm really grateful for all you've done to me. You and the little lady. But I can't stick around. You know too much about me now. So please, just give me some money before this gets ugly. I'm begging you, Kiryu-san.
断る。
なんでや。
あんたがどんな経緯で無所に入ったのかは知らない。だが、俺に復讐の手伝いはできない。俺は今まで何度も復讐に巻き込まれてきた。だが憎しみや恨みって感情だけで復讐を果たしても、後に待っているのは悲しい結末だけだ。あんたがどうしても復讐をするっていうなら、その訳を教えてくれ。事情もわからないのに手助けはできない。
教えられへん言うたら。
俺はあんたをここで止める。答えはノーか。
Tiger vs. the Dragon.
すまんな。俺はこの目で全てを確かめたいんじゃ。それまでは誰も信用できへん。
なるほどな。
どうやらあんたは 俺と同じ匂いの男のようやな。俺の兄弟にもよう似とる。
俺もあんたと似てる男を知ってる。
安心したわ。あんた相手なら間違えて殺す心配はないようや。
ああ、こっちもあんたがどこまで本気なのか確かめさせてもらうぜ。
Hey, tell me about Jay.
行くで。キリュウ
来い。
Gonna fight Kiryu? I like how there's the hellfire. See, can I wrap around him? Ow. He's about to fuck my day up. Jesus. Wow. That was one hell of a counter. He is fucking my day up.
あんたもな、すごすぎるくらいだぜ。
何してんのおじさん。ねえ、何してんの。やめて、二人とも。
浜崎に顔向けできん。
浜崎。
Hey, what are you doing?
くそ、体がもたん。
He had a heart attack.
おじさん、この人。
How is he? Not good. It looks like he's been having nightmares. Right. The doctor says he's exhausted. Probably malnourished too. Hmm. You're worried about him, aren't you? I can tell. Yeah. That and you're still thinking about what he said on the beach. Uh-huh. What about it? That Hamazaki mentioned. That's the guy who stabbed you last year. So it's been a year. So 13? I forget how old she was in 3. I think she was 12. I'd never forget that name. I can't trust someone who says they're friends with him. Believe me, I know how you feel. He's really friends with Hamazaki. I hate him. I don't know. Listen, Haruka. Even if he does know Hamazaki, that doesn't automatically mean he's a bad person. Sure. Hamazaki was a bit unhinged last we met, but a lot can change in a year. When he lost his fight for the Tojo clan, he lost the only thing that meant something to him. I was probably the only one he could take out his anger on. Maybe. If Hamazaki came to me now asking for help, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. As long as he learned to have some faith in his fellow man, that is. Uncle Kaz. So, what do you say, Haruka? Huh? You really think he's a bad guy just because he knows Hamazaki? I don't know what to think. He's a Yakuza, no question. The tattoo's a dead giveaway. But I have one of those too. He and I aren't so different in that respect. Yeah, but you've seen plenty of men like us over the years. Some good, some bad, some batshit crazy like Majima. Where do you think he falls on that spectrum? Well, if I had to pick, I don't think he's a bad person. Yeah. But I can't say for sure. That's just the impression I get. Alright then. Good to know. Huh? Are you going somewhere? I have some shopping to do. Right now? Yeah. He'll need a nice meal when he comes to. Doctor said he hasn't been eating very well after all. But aren't all the stores closed by now? Don't worry. I'm sure somewhere in town will still be open. Maybe, but what's wrong? Are you worried about being left alone with him? No, it's not that. It's just relax. He's not going to hurt you. That's not the kind of man he is. Okay. Well, I should be going. I won't be long.
そうだ、はるか。玄関先に置いてあるバッグ、その男の荷物らしい。
え、そんなのあったの？
さっき海辺で見つけたんだ。もしそいつが目覚めたら渡しておいてくれ。
That's probably the bag that Hamazaki was
わかった。
carrying.
それじゃ。
ゃってた。
俺はずっとここで寝てたんか。
うん。もう大丈夫なの、鈴木さん。
鈴木？ああ。桐生藩は？
ああ、おじさん？おじさんなら買い出しに行ったよ。なんか鈴木さんに栄養のあるもの食べさせなきゃって。
そうか。
あ、そうだ。よい
The
し
heck?
ょ。重かった。はい、これ。鈴木さんのなんでしょ？おじさんが起きたら渡せって言ってた。なんか海辺でおじさんが見つけたんだって。鈴木さんのものだから渡せって。
It's from
ど
Kiryu.
うしたの鈴木さん、大丈夫？
ああ、大丈夫や。
鈴木さん？
お嬢ちゃん、いや、はるかちゃんが。ほんま、いろいろありがとうな。おじさんは今すぐ出かけなあかんねん。はるかちゃんともこれでお別れ。
でも今3時過ぎだよ。
おじさんには時間がないね。
That looks pretty good.
でもさ、鈴木さん怪我してるんだし、もっとゆっくりしていった方が。
ほなな、はるかちゃん。
鈴木さん。
鈴木さんちゃうねん。俺は冴島や。冴島大河。
冴島さん？
そうや。桐生さんにも言うといてくれや。俺は冴島やったで。
うん。
絶対にこの恩は忘れへん。またいつか必ず会おう。そう伝えといてくれ。
わかった。
ほらな。
あ、おじさん。
ただいま。
おじさん、鈴木さん。あ、違う。冴島さん帰っちゃった
That
よ。
was random.
そうか。
そうかっていいの？まだ怪我治ってなかったみたいだけど。
ま、大丈夫だろう。
大丈夫って。もう。
Like, well, he threw down with me while he was practically dying.
そういえば買い出しは？
ああ。やっぱりこの時間じゃ店開いてなかった。
もうこれだから大人たちの考えてることはわかんないよ。
That was kind of nice. I wonder if all of, like, maybe it's just the first two chapters, because so far all of Saijima's story seems very contained. Like, you can't really go places. there goes my water glove. Trash you go. Is this really Kamarocho? Ouch. Out of the way, old timer. What happened to this place? Kamarocho's gone down the crapper these last 25 years. So, time to track down the boss. Guess I'll start with the old Desai family HQ out front of the West Park. Is Desai... This West Park? Kamarocho Hill? Yeah. So it wants me to get to West Park while avoiding cops. So How do I get in? Over here? Isn't this where Kamiya's workshop is? This was my family's turf. Ain't no sign of him now. Suppose I'll try asking folks around here. Got a sec. The Sasai family used to have an office around these parts. Know anything about that? Well, I remember some Yakuza types used to hang out here. That was, what, 20, 30 years ago? Yeah, those guys. Any idea where the boss went? Sorry, can't say I do. Toku-san might know, though. Who's Toku-san? Where do I find him? Another homeless guy like me. He's been busking around town for decades. Spends most of his days down in the underground mall. The hell's that? A bunch of stores they set up under Showa Street. Built just a while back. The whole thing's one big fancy shopping center beneath the streets. Hence the name. Right then. Guess I'll go see if your pal Toku's still hanging around this underground mall. He should be. I'm sure he'll be able to tell you what you want to know. This guy has like a very serious like plot line. So I'm actually curious. Like, I hope the side quests aren't batshit crazy like they normally are. And again, they could be. Oh, that underground mall. I'll go out to the main street. Toku? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's me. And who are you? You Saiju. I'm looking for anyone who knew Kamurocho back in the day, around 25 years ago. Someone said you might. I hear you've been living these parts a long time. That I have. Over 30 years, maybe more. Guess I lost count. Yeah. Ever hear of the Sasai family? The name does ring a bell. They had an office by West Park till at least 25 years ago. Oh, right. It's starting to come back. Well, what can you tell me about him? Kind of fuzzy. Some alcohol might jog my memory. Alcohol. Booze. Hooch. Alcohol. I live off this stuff, but it's been days since I could afford a drink. I just can't think straight when I'm sober. Luckily, I think the Donkey Koki has you get the cheap. I guess maybe gifts for the hostesses. Schoolgirl uniform, maid uniform. Chinese dress. I wonder if what's his name buys these, if they'll be available for like the dress up, like in what you call it, where you actually train a hostess. Oh, I can't remember his name at the moment. Kamiyama? Oh, can't remember. Oh, I didn't buy it. I'm smart. There we go. Actually, do you have like stamina? Cheers. Now let's hear about the Sasai family. Oh, thanks. Hold on a second while I fuel up. Welcome back, my old friend. No, not you. The booze. That's the good stuff. Warms the body and soul. I'm happy for you. Remember anything yet? Oh, right. The Sasai family. Sorry to break this to you, but they're long gone. So it's true. What about the boss? Where's Sasai-san? I'm afraid I don't know what became of their patriarch. Don't let it get you down. Besides, Yakuza don't exactly advertise their comings and goings. He might very well still be around. Sorry, I wasn't much help. Wait, I know. Why not go back to where it all began? It always helps me find things. Guess we'll start with my old apartment. Not like I got any other of these to work with. His old apartment. Okay. Eventually, when I have the money for it, Question, do I know about the homeless gambling area? Don't think so. Because that's the hot springs. Yeah, they haven't taught me about it yet, so I think it's this building. Oh, hey, though.
いらっしゃいませ。どうも。
Let's get the weaker ones for now. Till I save up some money.
おい。
Show me some. See that guy? Granted, I wasn't paying attention. Are you looking conspicuously conspicuous? Oh yeah, that's a Chinese place. Like small Soho. Little Soho or something like that. How about I wrap you around this pole? Or just slam you into the wall? That works too. You know.
なんで。
なんかさ、よく勘違いされんだよね、俺。俺さ、いわゆるチンピラ風の見た目じゃない。だからいっつも舐められるわけ。でもさ、俺一応新井の兄貴の舎弟やってんだよ。弱かったら務まんねえっつの。俺なんか簡単に生け取れると思った？甘えんだよ。あんたら本家柴田組もさ。そんなんじゃいつまでたっても新井の兄貴は捕まえらんないぜ。
おい。
Did you just say Shibata family? Who's asking? Ex-member of the Tojo clan Sasai family. Never heard of them. These goons you just wasted. They all Shibatas? Maybe. What's it to you? You in the business? Yakuza? Yeah. What family? I'm with the Tojo. The, Shibata family, actually. — Why were you just pounding on your own boys? It's kind of complicated. They jump you for dropping out? No, not exactly. Well, you're obviously no friend of Shibata's. Just the man I need. Wait, me? For what? You can help me find my boss, Desai-san. Uh... Uh... Sorry, man. I got my own shit to take care of. Fuck. He took off. Who even are you? I'm just a guy looking for answers. Come on, kid. I need your help. Fine. Whatever. Just let me catch my breath. Damn, that's some heavy shit. You're telling me. I mean, I own my clan. My own clan's after me now. How about right? No sign of him yet? Nope. Hard to find him with those Shibata thugs on my ass. And Akiyama, there he is, Akiyama-san. Can't help on this one. It's a goddamn nightmare, man. Akiyama, the moneylender. You okay? Yeah, he'll be fine. The police have Sky Finance in their 24-hour watch. Shibata can't risk messing with him for now. Does? Shit. You okay, man? Looks like you're gonna puke. I'm fine. Anyway, good thing the cops are watching him. But wait, what the hell's this Sasai family you keep talking about? A family run by Hideki Sasai. We're a third-tier group that's part of the Tojo. At least we were 25 years ago. No shit. Just like Kanimura Enterprises. Back then, the Sasai and Shibata family were rivals, despite both being Tojo. Wait, our parent family? Sasai-san and Shibata were both looking to climb the ladder. Good old power struggle between rival families, huh? I was ready to do whatever it took. Anything to get my patriarch to the top spot in the clan. So I agreed to the hit. Hit? Murder. I took out Yoshiharu Uno and the other Uno Sewa brass who were jockeying with the Tojo. Gunned them down in a ramen joint. The Uno Sewa. Wait, you mean that hit? You heard of it? Yeah, that was me. Hold on just a second, Pops. That's the shooting where one dude took out like 18 people, isn't it? You're a living legend. Ain't nothing legendary about pointing a gun and pulling the trigger. All I cared about was making sure my patriarch rose through the ranks, even if I got hung for it. The surprising thing was, my time never came. At least not yet. Wait, if you're a... That means you... Busted out? Yep. just the other day. What the fuck? Pipe down, kid. Relax. I just want to know the truth. See it with my own two eyes before I bite the dust. The truth about what? Whether my boss is really up and vanished. Huh? And whether my bro Majima really did stab me in the back. The way you say, think you can help? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone, man. What? This shit is way out of my freaking league. I mean, you're the legendary Taiga Sejima. There's no way I can help you. Why not? Come on, man. I'm a nobody. Practically still a street punk. Hell, I got my own family on my ass. And you're asking me to help you? That's crazy talk. I ain't expecting much. Huh? I just need an introduction. To who? Someone who knows what went down in Kamurocho back in '85. Someone who knows the truth. Right. You said you were looking for the real story. Mm-hmm. Any ideas? Aha! Well, there's a guy who can help. He'll definitely have the info you're looking for. Who? An information broker. Best of the best. An informant, huh? Let's get out of here before they come by and start asking questions. And who knows when those Shibata assholes will show up again. Follow me. There's a place I go when I need to lay low. Yeah, hideout? Yeah, come on. This way. Right down this hallway. Almost there. Just down this escalator. This is it. Huh. Long story, but let's say the last tenants here moved out in a hurry. So I helped myself to this space. A lot of homeless folks around. This is kind of their turf. We're the squatters down here. Oh! Yeah, I know this one. This is the one Akiyama-san beat the shit out of. Oh yeah, let me tell you what I know about that informant. I'm all ears. They say he keeps tab on everything that happens in Kamurocho. Wait. The florist? Past and present. I don't know who the guy is, or how he knows what he knows, but word on the street is there's not much that he doesn't. Wonder how much is just a rumor. I'm just telling you what I overheard. Apparently, he pays homeless people to gather his intel. You might have the best luck just asking them about him. Oh, I almost forgot. Forgot what? The streets are practically crawling with cops today. You better watch yourself out there. Alright. Here, kitty kitty. We've got some fish for you. Want some beer? Huh. Things just won't warm up to me. You guys aren't seeing the cat's eye to cat's eye with them. Watch and learn. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's odd. My old cat Miko would always come right up to me when I did that. They won't let us touch them. We can't check out their injuries. We can't fix them up. Hmm? What are you looking at? Hey, take it easy, fellas. Hey, pal. Are you a cat lover? cats, huh? You are. That's great. Can you do something about these cats? Oh, there. I didn't say I was a cat lover. Ah, that's okay. Anyway, I just found these little guys. But unfortunately, they're not letting us touch them. Yeah, but... They look like they're hurt. We only want to patch them up if we can. Must be fate, you showing up like this. Could you try taming these little fellas? Yeah, please. Don't act fast, they'll get weaker and weaker. They're our only hope, and theirs. You want me to tame a bunch of cats, huh? Alright, why the hell not? I guess I'll see what I can do. Hey, we're counting on you. Little fellas are really giving me what for. Now what should I do? Cry like a girl. Huh? Meow. Meow. Seems like you finally dropped his guard. Wow, you're good. Poor things wouldn't even give me the time of day. They don't look like they're doing too good. You gotta get some nutrition into these little guys. A drink will patch them right up. Get to ask, but could you buy these kittens something you think they'd like? Or they can't back out now. Getting something real nutritious, like, fuck, I don't know. Stamina next. Always the most nutritious. I'm betting that this game is probably going for the classic milk, even though it gives them a stomachache. Right here, you got offer lost cat some milk. I'll go pick some up. Like this is where they explode. This guy. Maybe I can ask him something with the dealer. Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Hey, you. Come over here. What happened? We'll talk later. Just follow me. Hold your horses, old man. Where the hell are you heading in such a hurry? The master. He's gonna die if we don't do something. The master? Yeah. He's a famous old man around these parts. Been digging a hole down in the sewers for ages now. But enough chit chat. We gotta hurry. A manhole? Sure about this? It's the fastest way. Just follow me. Easier said than done, old man. How am I supposed to get through a manhole? I got a special tool for opening manhole cover. But you're bigger than a buffalo, so you probably don't even need it. Anyways, we gotta hurry. Come on. Over there. Enough cool, old man. Time you told us the truth. We don't like to get rough with frail geezers, so do us a favor and start talking. I can't let you go any further. All these years of hard work would have been for nothing. We know you're hiding tons of buried treasure back there. That's why you've been digging like this since the Stone Age. I ain't buried no treasure. Now get the hell out of here. No fair, old man. You hog all that money to yourself? Here's the loot. Why don't you, Grandpa? Come on. This talking's taking too long. If you're not gonna move, then we'll just have to make you move. Oh no, they're gonna kill the master. You look like a pretty strong guy. Please get rid of those hooligans and save the master. I'll talk to them. Really? Thank you, kind sir. Listen, Gramps. Tell us what we want to know. Or ain't gonna be the retirement home for you. You're headed for. Got it? Wait right there. You kids having fun picking on senior citizens? Ain't you supposed to care for the elderly? Who the fuck are you, huh? One of this homeless guy's friends? Don't matter. Just let the whole thing go and get lost. So you're after the loot too. You think we don't know what's up? Give me a break already. Kids these days don't know when to listen. Enough talk. We're gonna float both of your geriatric corpses down the fucking sewer. Who the hell is this guy? Some sort of monster or something? Damn it. This ain't the last you heard of us, old man. You punks and their cowardly lines never change. You saved my life. Thank you. Thank this guy, not me. He's the one that was doing all the worrying. Master, you okay? They didn't hurt you. Did they hurt you? Oh, it's you. Yeah, I'm alright. Thank goodness. I was scared out of my mind. I owe you, sir. You really are something. By the way, what was your name again? Daijima. People call me Kenchan. And this here's the master. I didn't come up with that nickname, but call me whatever you want. So why were the punks after you anyways? I've been down here looking for certain something. Something important. But then those hoodlums showed up spouting nonsense about buried treasure and the like. Something important? Yep, I ain't even sure what exactly. My father only told me about it on his deathbed. He buried something important beneath the streets of Kamurocho. I see. He told me the general location, but we got more sewers and newfangled underground malls popping up every day. Makes things hard to find. You mean he buried whatever it is before all this was built? Exactly. I reckon during the war. Wow, that's a long time ago. So how many years you been digging? Oh, I heard about from my father when I was about 50, so I reckon maybe 25 years, give or take a few. 25 years. Master, this guy's pretty strong. How about asking him to help you dig? And why would I do that? You've been saying your back hurts, right? And you're not getting any younger. Oh, shut your trap. I still got it in me. You don't have to be so hard-headed. Tajima, son, will you help the master dig? Please? You've really been digging this hole for 25 years. Pretty much. I see. Oh, I'll help you whenever I got the time. Seriously, kid? You ain't even involved. Might not be anything in it for you either. Consider it karma. Plus, I haven't had a good workout since coming to Kamurocho. Don't worry about it. Perfect. This might find what you're looking for before you pass on, mister. You quit talking about me dying already. Jeez. Taijima. I may talk a lot, but I can't stop the years from piling on. Honestly, this old man would be really happy if you lent a hand, even if it's only for a little while. Got it. I'll come by when I can help. Thank you, son. I'm in your debt. Ain't much of a reward, I guess. What do you know about Revelation? Revelations? Yep. Revelations allow you to learn new techniques by observing various elements around town. You might just be able to discover something new if you capture those decisive moments in material form. I don't have a camera. Never been much good with machines anyway. Same here. Couldn't afford it either. That's why I use these babies. A hammer and chisel? I'll give you some carving wood too. Use their hammer and chisel to carve some events you see. Ask Ken-chan about what's going around above ground. He may have some good information. I think I get it. I'll give it a try. Alright. Okay, so that's faster. I can't believe a place like this existed in Kamurocho. What is it? So big. It's an air raid shelter. Air raid shelter. Yeah, used during the war, I reckon. It's got a good deal of historical value too, being in such a good shape at all. That is certainly something your old. Is that certain something of your old man down here? Nah, should be a tad deeper according to what he said. Huh? Hey, look at that. Now what? A sign. Says this place is called Air Raid Shelter Number 1. And just beyond this rocks here is Air Raid Shelter Number 2. Well, we ain't got no clues to go on. Let's try digging here. There's something on the ground. Looks like a book on the art of war. Full of different fighting techniques. Hold on. This is some incredible stuff. Maybe I could use this move here. Like you got your reward after all. Wish I could pay you properly though. You know, with money and all. Nah. Don't need money. I found something just as good. Better even. Plus, you got a pretty good workout. Thanks, old man. Why not? Let's break through as much as we can. I take it the I have to go fisticuffs on some rocks. Oh. Yep. Okay, worth it. What up, old man? There we go. As it almost crashes into me. Dead end. I guess this ain't the place. So you're saying it was wrong? When you think about it, the sign was lying on the ground. I bet it used to be somewhere else. I get it. So we gotta look for the place it used to be originally. Bingo. Hold on. Hey, Sajiman. Look, another book. Another one. Let's see. This one's about martial arts too. This technique will come in handy. 2 in a row. That's funny. Could be some sort of clue. And if we find more, it might mean there's some kind of link to that thing your old man left behind. Yeah, I reckon. Wait a second. That hole. Could that hole be... I knew it. The sign was set there. So breaking this rock will open the path to the air raid shelter number 2 then. And it's settled. We try digging here next. Oh, when you got time, of course. No sweat. I'm just glad I got my hands on this book.
よく来たな。なあ、
Hey, Grandpa, you find that buried treasure yet? Again? Leave me alone, you bunch of fool-grin riffraff. Look, you still with that guy from the other day. Talk about lucky. I brought some friends with me this time. How about we have a little party? An eye for an eye. That's just common sense. Ain't I right? I couldn't think of a better time to arrive. You literally dug your own graves. We're so close to. You just keep on digging. These punks got no right to crush your dreams. You just keep on digging. But I can take out the trash on my own. I've got your back. Just keep swinging that pickaxe. Alright, I'll leave it to you. No problem. What the hell are you two bickering about? This ain't a fucking sitcom or something. Finish saying your prayers. We're gonna kill you all kinds of dead. There we go, we helped him. Alright, we broke through the rock. So that's the way, old man. The path keeps going. Son of a bitch. How did we lose with our numbers? We can't win and if you're all doing so. Can't win if all you're doing is thinking about the numbers. Get the hell out of here and leave the poor old man alone. Let him live out his dream, you punks. We'll stop here for the day, but you better believe we'll be back for our money. Who the hell came up with that confabbled rumor about there being money down here anyway? Well, I mean, it does kind of have the buried treasure look, don't you think? Huh? Another book. Another fighting manual? Looks like it. Just like the others, this one's filled with different practical techniques. Finding this many books gets me thinking that we might stumble across the actual person that buried all of them. The old man a collector of these kind of books? No. My father was a born and bred soldier. Fearless man who fought proudly for his country. Let's see. I guess these books wouldn't belong to him. In either case, can't afford to pass these up. We don't mind if I take them. Let's start digging the next pathway. Come back when you can. I'll see you at the entrance. Looks like we need a bridge.
よく来たな。
So we can't move forward until we got a new pick. Man. Hey there, buddy. Not too often I see guys like you down in a place like this. Let me guess, you're concerned about the slow deterioration of our natural environment. You come to me, the expert on all things grassy and green. Actually, relax, big guy, I won't bite. I will drop a big old knowledge bomb on you. You know how much trash gets collected in Kamarocha in the year? 22,000 tons. 60 tons every single day. That's as much as 2 humpback whales every day. And that doesn't include the litter strewn around town that nobody bothers to pick up, which, trust me, is a lot. So I devote my life to making the city as clean as possible. Yes. And? What's any of this got to do with me? Oh, right. Down here they call me the Mean Green Machine. No matter how high the trash stacks, I'll always be there to whisk it away. Speaking of, trash has got something of a special value down here in the underground. You mean value? You heard me. Down here, trash makes the world go round. Get your cash, bring some trash. I appraise whatever bits of trash you give me, and give you the appropriate number of points. Points are like our money, mind you. Here, take this. With points you can buy all sorts of stuff. Items, food, equipment. So of course this only applies to the shops we run down here in sewers. Oh, and keep in mind, any trash you got is worthless until I get my hands on it. Don't worry. I won't rip you off or anything. One more thing. Just because you nab a piece of trash, that don't mean it's gone forever. Someone's bound to litter again in the same spot if you wait long enough. Anyway, why don't you start with that little speck of smut over there? Bring it on over to me. Praise. The plastic covered bag. Come get. Green store. Salmon. Looks like he doesn't have anything. Well, there's plenty of room circling around here. So, still no info. I asked. Maybe I have to ask this guy. Alright, that's the information I needed, I guess. Question. Oh. You might as well have them exchange points for me. What is this? Oh. Our little... What do you got to eat next to this awesome sewer? Alright, I still need to get milk, and it looks like there's another thing up there, so maybe make one trip. Okay, that was actually kind of funny. This is an arcade. These places had pretty dark. These places had a pretty dark image 25 years ago. It's looking real bright now. Because this guy looks like the only like main characters that could actually. Ooh, I see a tooth. That could actually throw a big guy like that. I knew you were lost cause. I'm talking about cold, hard cash here. I've got no use for you without it. What the hell do you think you're doing? It don't take a genius to figure out that you two are Yakuza. Keep moving, asshole. It's none of your damn business. It is now. You got dozens of eyes on you out here. And none of them want to see you mess this guy up. I appreciate what you're trying to do, sir. Stay out of this. Please. It really has nothing to do with you. I deserve everything that's coming to me. I can't be serious. I'm sorry, Kataguri-san. I'll get the money as soon as I can. Just please, have mercy on me, sir. Why do you have to go and take all the fun out of this? Listen, Erie. You still owe us $500,000 in tribute. If you don't pay up quick, you're gonna be paying with your pinky. Got it? Yurei-han, is it? What was that all about? Who are you? Don't matter. Just an ex-Yakuza looking out for one of his own. Huh? You must have been pretty famous if you don't want me knowing your name. Look, just forget it. Yeah, now tell me, what was that punk beating you up for? It's actually kind of embarrassing. You see, Kataguri-san and I belong to a family with an office downtown Tenkaichi Alley. I asked for more time to come up with my unpaid family tribute, but it seems to have rubbed him the wrong way. Katagiri, huh? Clearly you got a few years on him, not to mention a boatload more class. How'd a guy like that end up being your boss? I'm older, yes. I have spent at least a decade longer in the family, but Katagiri-san's the patriarch's wonder boy. You don't say. Not surprising. Katagiri-san rakes in by far the most cash for the family. Like chasing yen is all Yakuza can think about nowadays. Welcome to the 21st century, friend. Organized crime is nothing more than a chess game with money as the ultimate prize. Old school first hurlers like me don't have a place in that intellectual stuff. More and more, we're just weighing our families down. I don't believe that for a second. Why don't you just smack that sack around a bit? He'll change his tune. Not a chance. Kadagiri-san has helped my family grow almost exponentially. And besides, he's my superior. Regardless of how he got there, there's no fighting that. Guess I can't argue with you there. Sorry for bringing to your family matters. It's alright. I really do appreciate the concern. Now if you excuse me, I need to drum up some cash. Quick. Money, money, money. This world's even colder than I remember. I already said his family's down Tenkaichi Alley, right? Might be worth paying them a bit. strength. Just drink. That buoyed them up a little bit. It should be fine for now. Thanks a lot, pal. Sorry for all the bother. We really appreciate this. What is it? Oh, this for me? Some kind of pen. Looks like it opens too. Huh? Something inside. No. Below the theater, wood grain floor. What's that? The hell does that mean? Can't do much with this. You can have it back, but thanks for the gesture. Huh? You too, huh? Bone poster. 4 green X. X's. Check the wall. What is this crap? Hey, they give you some kind of treasure? Nah, nothing like that. Let me see. Whoa. You might really hit the jackpot. And here we thought they were just a couple of flea-bitten cats. But maybe these geese, maybe they're the geese that laid the golden eggs. We found them first, you know. That means the notes belong to us. But he's the reason these fellows are so friendly now. Don't listen to him, pal. You go on and take those pendants. What in tarnation? You darn fool. I have to admit, he does have a point. I'm not sure what's going on here. But do you want to follow me? You want me to follow these directions? Well, maybe I'll check it out when the mood strikes. Hey fellas, you want to play? Hey look, they seem to like you just fine now. I can't take them, so you treat them good, alright? You bet. Alright, beneath the wood grain floor. Under the theater, beneath the wood grain floor. It was random. Is this still technically under the theater? I mean, yeah, I think so. Beneath the wood grain floor. 4 green X's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wood grain floor. Bone poster. 4 green X's. This is the spot the cat's nose we're talking about. Supposed to check the wall, and here goes nothing. Huh? Someone left a note here. What the? 2 big circles on the ceiling. Check the light on the fire hydrant box. Where I'm supposed to go next? Two circles on the ceiling. Fire hydrant box. Come on, give us back what you stole already. The hell? Don't even think of trying to run. Hey, what are you doing? None of your business. What's it to you anyway? Get lost. We're a bunch of men in suits. You don't look too gentlemanly. Please help me. Not so fast. You! I thought I told you to get lost. Clear as a Kappa, you're up to some shady shit. Which isn't your problem, so beat it already. When someone asks for help, it becomes my problem. Especially when they're surrounded by a bunch of suits. Great, we got us a wannabe hero. Look, this is one damsel in distress you don't want to save. Meddle in our business, and there'll be real consequences. Is that a threat? No. It's a promise. Playing hero for someone you never even met will get you killed. Hey, dumbass. Hello in there. I guess you're ignoring my warnings. I guess I am. And you paint us into a corner. Try not to get your blood on my suit. I just got that dry cleaned. Your bark is sure worse than your bite. Thank you. My name is Sayori. And you are? Suzuki. Well, thank you, Suzuki-san. Lucky me. Being saved by such a manly hero. I'm glad chivalry isn't dead. What's up with these suits anyhow? Yapping about your stealing from them. That's not important. But speaking of your heroism, I wonder if I could ask you for one more teensy little favor. Would you mind... Would you take the CD-ROM to a man waiting in the subway tunnel? Then bring me the briefcase he hands off to you? What's a ROM? Is that what you stole? Yes. That shiny plate got some kind of value or what? More than you can imagine. It's what's inside that counts. Oh yeah? I don't get it. You don't have to believe me to help me.
ね
I'll compensate you too. Will you do this for me? I saw a lady in trouble and stepped in to help. That's it. I, I don't want nothing to do with your CD-ROM schemes. Do what you like, but if you ask me, this kind of business is way too risky for do what you like, but if you ask me, this kind of business is way too risky for a woman. Now you're being sexist. Seems I can't persuade you then. Seems that way. Fine. Then I'll go by myself. Alone. But please, if anything happens to me. No. Never mind. Alright. I suppose this is it. Farewell. Oh, woe is me. I have to travel alone. Two circles on the ceiling. Why do I get the feeling that it's not outside of this building? Alright, I came from there. Two circles. Geez, another note. Room with two picture frames. Check the picture. Isn't that what the cat's for? A room with two picture frames. Oh, there's something there. Two picture frames. Ah, okay. Two picture frames. And check the bookshelf. Yeah, I bet I can use that key here. Why not take that off your hands? You were telling me all this time? Now, you don't have to put it like that. You too? You did rescue those cats after all. It's only natural to expect a little good karma. Well, you just want those hands on your treasure, same as us. Hand over that key already. Shit, kick. That hurt, damn it. Ouch. Could have gone a little easier on us, you know. Hey, pal. What are you guys doing here? What a hypocrite. You're after the treasure too, aren't you? What treasure? It's about those notes. Are you two seriously trying to mug our friend here? Shit. Well, kinda does belong to the cat you saved. Can't see why you'd be interested. How about we open it right now together? Now there's a fine idea. You sure about this, pal? They won't be satisfied till they see what's inside. Give me a sec. What's this? Stuffed toy? What? That's impossible. Is that the best lie you could come up with? You're bullshitting us. Trying to keep the real treasure for yourself. Admit it. Just like stand up like it's a stuffed toy. I ain't lying. See for yourself. Alright, let me see. Huh? It really is a stuffed toy. Still, you must be keeping something from us. I think, besides, I ain't had a chance to hide anything. What a monumental waste of time. You don't want it? That junk's worth squat. If I knew that was the treasure, I would have just stayed put and kept drinking. Too bad. We really thought we were onto something big. I wonder if this plush was meant for the cats. Who knows? Maybe. Why would anyone go to such trouble to hide a toy? Huh? But I just thought I saw the plush twinkle. Wow. You want us to take a look? Let's see here. Oh, what's this? Hey. Isn't this the key for one of those lockers in the underground mall? Looks that way. Ah, so that's where the real treasure is. Great news, huh, pal? You don't want it? Just having these handsome boys around is all I need. Isn't that right? Alright. Oh, but I do have a favor to ask you. Would you mind naming them for me? Name them. You're the reason they're still alive. I'm sure they'd be honored. Come on, please. There are some good cat names. Orange cat name. Yo. White cat name. Yuki. Yo and Yuki, huh? Nice. I like them. Take care of them now. Certainly. If you ever want to see them, just come by the theater underground. They'd love that. Wouldn't you? I'm gonna make a little house for these fine lads. Promise you'll come by and see them. Ugh. Be right back. So we came across a couple of side quests. Okay. We have to. Which one's Tenkaichi Street? Alright, that one. Because we got a couple of side quests. One to the underground mall. Oh! Hold the phone though. There's something going on at the park over here. For a revelation, I remember that much. Unless the lady that I was talking about was the one I saved. Never mind.
哎呦，今天你很漂亮吗？
真的吗？都是因为你啊！
在外面乱搞，赶紧去死吧！混蛋！
I wonder, I don't think I got all of it. So. Really?
Kuso, あかん。
Yeah, I messed up. But I think if I come into here, then I can have another chance. No, I don't think I've ever had some.
ありがとうございました。
me go see what that's about. Okay, it was nothing. It worked in the other ones. Let's see. Let's try going in and out of the Millennium Tower. Actually, am I in the right place? Yeah, I was. Okay, let's go down Tenkaichi Street. I wonder if I actually have to go get information on her again. I'm not going that way because that way there's a cop there. Let's see if I just have to go get information on him again. Okay, apparently I can't. Alright. So option number 2. Tenkaichi Street. There's a cop chasing me.
習はいつもの講座に頼むぞ。すぐに取り掛かる。さてと。今日の仕事は延期する。ひらめいた。典型が来た。
I have a feeling that this is basically going to worth more money than it's worth. Oh wow, you had to pay to actually find them. 3, 4, 5. The big guy sure was slim pickings. I'll be taking back the cash you stole, kid. What the? Hey, can you prove this money's yours? Easy now. Didn't your old man ever teach you not to take what doesn't belong to you? Shut up. My dad's gone. Kid. Come here a sec. So what's your name? Tadashi Inoi. Alright, Tadashi. There's a kid like you doing in a place like this. What happened to your folks? My mom and dad died in a car crash 2 years ago. So you're all on your own? Nuh-uh. Huh? I have a sister. My big sister. Eiko. I see. But you don't live with her? A debt collector took her away from my dad's debts. The man called her collateral. After mom and dad died, we were supposed to go to an orphanage. But they said as long as we still had relatives, we couldn't. So me and my sister went to live with my uncle's family in the country. So then how did your sister get taken away? My uncle might have been a relative, but he's no family. He and his wife sold Akiko to a debt collector. Wait, what? Last year, this man named Todokaro came up from Tokyo. He told us to pay back the 5 million yen our dad owed. He said if we didn't have enough money then and there, he'd take my sister for security. So your uncle just handed her over? Uh-huh. Even Akiko said that she didn't want to be burdened to my uncle's family anymore. And so you came all the way here to Kamurocho, hoping to set your sister free. Yeah, I'm saving up the money, and then... Gotcha. I know. I got a sister of my own. Not a big sister like you have. Little sis. You do? Wait a second. 5 million. I wonder if it's the same girl. You do? Yeah. Her name's Asuko. You're such a sweet kid. You drifted apart though. You don't ever see her now? Yeah, well, I've been through some stuff myself. So what's a sister of yours like? You're a precocious brat like you? My sister's not a brat. She's brave and kind. She looked after me after our parents died. She's the best big sis ever. And she's the only real family I got left. You've come a long way, boy. Fought hard on your own, I guess. But you need the money to get your sister back, yeah? The debt collector said I can either pay back the 5 million yen or do whatever jobs he tells me to. That's why you've been picking pockets? I'm just a kid. No one will hire me. Besides, I can't do the kind of work he wants me to do. I'm not telling you to stop picking pockets. It'd take you forever in a day to filch that much cash. I know. So I just gotta make sure. Is your sister important to you? Of course. More than anything. I won't give up until I know she's okay. My folks died when I was a kid too. My sister Yasuko meant the whole world to me. Wasn't nothing I wouldn't do to keep her safe. But I was still a kid. There came a time when I was hauled in by the police, beat up by punks. I had to live miles and miles from her. A big guy like you? But you look so strong. Like I said, I was a boy. I didn't know what strength was. No? Somebody stepped in to help me and my sis. Thanks to him, me and Yasuko got to live together again. You might even say he's the reason I'm standing here today. And when I tried to thank him, he said, "Savior, thanks." Just grow up to be the kind of person that doesn't look away when someone's in trouble, but who extends a helping hand. He sounds like a nice man. He was. I owe him big. That's why I'm gonna help your sister, Tadashi. I'm ready to go up to bat for you. Really? You mean it? Bet I do. Take me to this debt collector. Me and him, we're gonna have a little talk. You got it, big guy. Alright, Sasai-san. Time to take what you taught me and pay it forward to this kid. Hey, I'm looking for a guy named Tadokoro. Is he here? What business do you have with the boss? It's none of yours, I can tell you that. Now quit being a smartass and answer me. Take a good look at who you're talking to, Gramps. Did I stutter? I ain't here to talk temp change. Now move out of the way if you don't want to get hurt.
Huh?
Who are you calling a chump? Don't you dare screw with us, asswipe. You won't be calling shit after we kick your teeth in. I knew it. You're crazy strong, big guy. Thanks for noticing. Whoever they are, whoever you are, you're a dead man walking. I'm sure the boss saw everything. So, Carl's office is in there, huh? I'm going in. Carl, I know you're here. Show yourself. The boss is a very busy man, but we'll gladly listen to whatever you have to say. I already told the boys outside I ain't talking to chumps. Get in my way and you're gonna get hurt. It hurts. It hurts. Told you so. When are your chumps ever gonna listen? So you must be Tadakoro. Yes, I am. What can I help you with today? I'd like to have a chat with you about this here boy. So this is what you call a chat? Did your parents raise you to beat people up bloody when you want, whenever you wanted to talk? Yeah, pretty much. They taught me that rude ass son of bitches deserve whatever they got coming to them. I see. I'd like to ask you to please refrain from such behavior. That all depends on your attitude. So, what exactly is it that brought you here today? You know this kid, yeah? I didn't recognize him through all the grime, but it's Tadashi, the boy so fond of his sister. It's been 6 months. Have you raised the money? No, not yet. Then why are you here? I'll be settling the debt. From now on, you deal with me. With you? I don't believe he has any relatives in the country, apart from his uncle's family. What is your relationship to the boy? We're perfect strangers. Is that going to be a problem? On the contrary, I'm impressed. There aren't many people like you in this day and age. Good. No problems then? No, no problems. However, what now? My agreement with Tadashi stipulated that he would get his sister back by either paying him back the 5 million or doing jobs I assigned him. If you're going to be taking over his debt, though, well, that's another story. What do you mean? I won't simply take the 5 million from you in cash. No, I'll have you work it off. Either way works for me. I'll do whatever gig you throw at me. And you give back Tadashi's sister. Is that the deal? Oh, but it won't just be one job. You will continue taking assignments until you earn back every last yen. And I'm telling you, that's fine by me. So quit being around the bush and start giving me jobs, so I can make some money on it. Very well. I'll assign you my more lucrative task. You do that? Well, thank you for stepping it up to do this. I'll contact you once I have a job lined up. Oh, I didn't catch your name. My name's Suzuki. Suzuki-san, is it? Alright then. I look forward to working with you, Suzuki-san. The feeling ain't mutual, but I'll deliver. And in return, you better keep that promise you made to Tadashi. Are you sure about this, big guy? I'm pretty sure by job he meant really bad stuff. Alright. I used to be a pretty bad guy myself. Still am. Oh. Now, I want you to remember this, Tadashi. There's nothing bad in the world except turning your back on someone in need. My boss taught me that, and that's why I'm gonna help you. Catch my drift? Uh-huh. Thanks, big guy. Thank me when you and your sister are back together. Come on, let's head home. Huh? But I don't... You got no place to go, right? And stay at my hideout. You got plenty of room for you. Okay. Just let me get my stuff first. Go on ahead, big guy. I'll see you there. Huh? Alright. Come home before it gets too late. I will. Oh yeah, here. Found something for you. Much obliged, kid. Catch you later. I wonder if that thing reset. Yeah. Not right now. Which is karaoke even open?
Chị tình yêu không biết đâu mà.
真的吗？都是因为你啊！讨厌。
在外面乱搞，赶紧去死吧！混蛋！
I just realized that's the Matrix right there.
Thinking, stop!
I have to close the door. I learned the essence of Smash. Alright. this is a treasure, huh? Enough to keep those cats fat and happy for life. Hey, pal. What are you doing down here? Hey, yourself. This money's for the cat's upkeep. I should give it to the guy who's taking care of it. Give it to him. Great timing. Here you go. Goodness. Where'd this come from? It was in the locker. Ah, so this is a treasure. There really was something in there. Yeah. I figured it says pay for the cat's room and board, so I'm giving it to you. What? You really don't have to do that. You're the one who's looking after these little guys. Go on, take it. Wow, I don't know how to thank you. Oh, I know. I wouldn't call this a fair trade, but it's yours now. That cat's key. I kept it because it was so cute. Now these fellows want it to be yours. Oh, a souvenir. Sure, thanks. So I don't see that young Patel down here.
そこの悪い
Yeah. Oh, the docks are there.
Yeah! 死にたくない！
自分で落とし前つけろや
下手打ったお前が悪いんだ。助けて！やだ！やだ！せーの！やだ！しょめちゃくちゃ重いぞこれ！やだ！
お前ちゃんと持ってて。
許して！
ちょっとお前持ってないよ。
俺持ってるから！助けて！
た。天気が来た。
なあ。
Alright, looks like we got something. Okay, just got a bunch of stuff. Head back, we can go to a box. What's up, Bob? How far does the street go up? Supposed to have an office here. Start this one. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Maybe something about it can tell me more about this Stardust. What is that though? I'm curious. Okay, this goes to D. Okay, there we go. Use Yakuza, right? Mess with me, and things are gonna get real ugly real fast. What? You think you're hot shit just because you're Yakuza? Those suits have been losing their muscle for years. You're not tough, you're just a rat. Now empty your pocket. Don't hurt me, please. Ain't that the guy who was beating the crap out of, like, Irehan? His name was Katagiri. Please, I'll pay whatever price you're asking, just don't hurt me. You don't want to meet this fist, you know what you gotta do. Hand over your fucking wallet, asshole. I ain't a fan of the guy, but those punks are going too far. It won't look good for Irehan if his boss gets the stuffing beat out of him either. Better step in. Playtime's over, kid. Huh? Who the hell are you? It's you. Just because you're young doesn't mean you got free reign of the streets. Back in my day, the Yakuza would be the ones teaching you that lesson. Like I give a shit, meathead. I'm ashamed. Get used to it. Guess nobody ever taught you the food chain in this town. The boss is king. Under him's soldiers. Beneath them is the civilians and the hooligans. You're the bottom of the damn heap. Spare us the lecture, Gramps. And hey, try not to break a hip while we kick your ass. Oh, I ended up going the wrong way. Demise. Those are eyes of someone who knows he just got fucked up. What the shit? Who are you, man? Nobody worth caring about. If you want to get strong like me, there ain't much better than being a nice. It's better than being a nice long trip in the slammer. You could use the discipline. I like how this guy got stronger in the slammer and Kiryu got weaker. The slammer? You in prison? Look, this Graham kid. I know you don't know who you're messing with. Sir, yes, sir. Come on, boys, let's roll. You should be ashamed of letting yourself get run down by those punks. Spare me the luck. The days of Yakuza muscling guys around are long over. It's all about brains now. You're missing the point. Brawn or brains isn't what's important. It's respect. The whole damn thing goes down the drain once people start disrespecting you. Say that all you want. But whose money? Yeah, but whose money does the family run on? Mine. I'm not one of those fools. I'm not one of those fools who's blinded by strength. What are you talking about? Those thugs from before. You. And especially Erie. Street fights won't keep the lights on, or the water running, or the rent paid. You got it all backwards. Huh? The Yakuza who can't defend his family ain't nothing more than a dead weight. Come again? Money's important, yeah. But while you're busy pouring on your spreadsheets, the muscle out there is keeping your office safe. Don't you get it? The Yakuza too weak to protect his own ain't no better than the bottom feeding thugs from earlier. Hell, maybe even worse. And Yuri-han? That's exactly the kind of guy a Yakuza should strive to be. Throwing money around is fine and all, but if you really want to make it in this world, you gotta respect the people keeping you safe. You must have realized that, right? All I ever wanted was to feel strong. And bossing around those who were was the only way I could do it. But you reminded me of something. How it felt when I first met Ire. And how's that? He was incredible. I never seen someone that strong before, and yet there I was, humiliating him in public. I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry, be better. Now, how about you go give Ire-han a hand collecting that tribute money? Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. Ire, I only hope he doesn't turn me down after what I did to him. He ain't that thick-skulled. Besides, you're his boss. Just keep your chin up and you'll be fine. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thank you again for everything. Why are you doing- Let's see. Alright. Time for me to save. Get up. Yeah, we'll save here for now. Oops. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, lurking, all that good stuff. Uh, if you're in the archive or on YouTube, thank you for watching as well. If you want to catch me live, I normally stream every day except for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Times are a little bit wonky because I'm trying to get back into things. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see y'all later. Bye bye.